Welcome to the Ultimate Fantasy Locker Room, starring Antone Davis, Rocky DeStefano, Delano Williams, and Phil Anthony. Fantasy football, real results.
What's up, and welcome to the Ultimate Fantasy Locker Room. I am your host, Delano Williams, and if you take a look around, you can see that the boys are back in town.
We're in our new digs.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
You see this?
Yeah, we're not back. This is our first episode.
Oh, we're back.
I'm back.
Though.
We're back.
You're talking about me.
We saved it for Phil.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I like how Phil hasn't shown up for the last 3 weeks when we've been getting the studio together, painting and doing the floor. And he's like, "Oh,
Hey, I'm gonna defend my boy. Y'all act like he was just sitting around twiddling his thumbs with his finger up his butt.
Two fingers.
I think I came here before anybody in painting, right?
Yep, I believe that. I believe
When
that.
it wasn't cool.
How's everybody doing this week?
I tell you.
Are you waiting for a response?
Yeah, it's been a crazy day, and I think I warned you that Phil was going to come back kind of grumpy, and I think
And
he kind of did.
What's grumpy about me?
Just,
I mean, the last
at him.
conversation has been.
But they don't know what we were talking
It's
about.
been pretty
But I
heated,
figured-
guys.
What were we talking about?
We
figure
were
it's
talking
gonna
about
spread into
the
this.
hate for Tom Brady. How
I don't
much
hate
hate?
Tom Brady.
You don't hate Tom Brady.
He hates Tom Brady.
I don't hate Tom Brady.
Wait, can I just mention something real quick before we get into this Brady love affair?
Yeah.
Is anybody else loving the fact that the new studio and the new chairs is hiding our baby bumps?
Yeah, I know. It's
Let's not talk about it.
This is fantastic.
Let's not
I don't think
accentuate
anyone,
that.
no one noticed.
we look like we've lost some weight just because they can't see our
I've
belly.
gained weight.
Well, if you couldn't tell, the last couple of weeks we've been doing like seltzers and low calorie beers, but we drinking on today
Hard bourbon. Sorry.
hard. I wish, but we do have that too. We have a brewing company, the Coppertail by the Tampa Brewing Company, and this is called Free Dive Indian Pale Ale IPA. Anybody ever had this before? Gabby,
Yes,
have you
sir.
had this before? No.
Yeah, she already
I
spelled.
want you to
I've had it before.
tell me what you think.
I just got it on my notes too.
It's not bad.
What do you think? I know you weren't in for this week, but
I tell you what I think. I made this floor so that if Phil spills, it doesn't matter.
Welcome back,
Stop
Phil.
it up. Welcome
back.
Oh man, Phil's angry because he said I was picking on him last episode.
Phil, this seems
I
like
didn't say that.
He came in hot.
You did. You
tired of your
actually,
shit, man.
like, literally, you literally said that.
I'm pretty sure he slammed
No,
the
I just said I heard your
unslammable
shots.
door.
I just heard your shots. That's it. I'm listening. Ears a perk.
there's some animosity going on between the Brady and the Rocky
No.
lovers.
No, listen,
and love affair.
I respect Brady for who he
It
is.
sounds like you don't. I don't like Brady as a person.
You
as
would
a
not-
man.
You would
You
not
should
know that
love
from
him.
your argument.
You should love him because
I
your
love
team
him.
beat him.
Yeah, that's me. I love the
I
guy.
love every quarterback my team beat.
He gives
I
them
mean,
back.
No, in
but
the
he gives
Super
you.
Bowl.
Not every
When-
team gives you a Super Bowl though.
And that's only Brady.
They give them away. Actually,
Well, we
took
beat
it.
Jim Kelly and John
Now,
Elway.
see, there's a man I can get behind, Jim Kelly.
We beat the Bears too.
Just not
What was it,
Tom Brady.
86?
I want to pump the brakes on how that came out of the mouth.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Anyways, I respect Brady. I do think he will be first ballot Hall of Famer for sure.
Agreed.
Wow.
I mean, he has to.
Going out on a limb there. What else?
But when I put him
Travis
in,
Kelce is my sleeper.
yeah, when I put him in is he the most talented quarterback ever? I don't think he is.
Me neither.
Is he the greatest of all time? I don't feel
Well,
like he
greatest
is.
is different than
Most accomplished.
talented.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
most
Isn't that-
accomplished of all time.
isn't that
Most
greatness?
accomplished. That's a good.
No, I think it's different because
Wow.
No, I mean, because you can divide it.
That's an attribute of greatness, though.
It is.
It-
But you
yes.
can divide skill versus,
Right.
overall accomplishment.
right.
Can you not?
So great. Yeah, you can. What I'm saying is that so skill is your definition of greatness, is what you're saying.
For an individual, yes. For a team, no.
But it's a team sport.
But we're talking about Tom Brady. We're not
We're talking about the
New
greatest of
England
all time
Patriots.
in the NFL, not.
So who? It's a good question.
No, we're talking about the most accomplished of all time.
Who is the greatest?
Are we?
the
who is
greatest team of all time
quarterback?
right now is definitely New England.
That's what we're dividing. We're dividing it
Who
up.
is the greatest quarterback of all time?
Tom Brady.
Okay, to you, that's
Wait,
Tom
Most
Brady.
talented is a different conversation.
Well, then
So Dan Marino's more talented than him. Is he the greatest quarterback of all time? No.
No, but Montana is more talented and the
More.
greatest quarterback.
So
of all
Why is he
time.
greater?
Because he won all 4 of his Super Bowls.
I never understand.
So
this.
wait a minute, would you-
This is retarded.
Can you make the argument that Barry Sanders is the greatest running back of all
understand
time?
what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
don't
can
take it
understand.
out either. What?
Can you make the argument that Barry Sanders was the greatest running back of all time?
You can make the argument just like you're making an argument for Joe Montana.
So
I could see- I could
what
see-
we're saying is that you can.
Yeah,
So he's
you can
not
make
the
the
most
argument.
accomplished, but he is potentially the most skilled running back to ever
Emmitt
play the
Smith
position.
is not the greatest running back of all time.
Agreed.
By my definition
most
of what
accomplished.
greatness is he's the greatest running back.
Who? Emmett?
But
Well,
I
he's
think
greater than Barry. I think Barry's a better running back. He's a greater running back. He's had a better career.
Why? Because it took
more
him
accomplished.
22 years to beat Walter Payton's rushing record.
Yeah, but you're
So are we
talking.
talking about Walter Payton now?
Well,
No,
we
but
can, obviously.
Here's
don't
my,
want to.
Here's my issue is what you're saying is Brady has accomplished so much,
Right.
but he didn't do it alone.
He did
it
the
on
Joe
cer-
Montana.
He did it. No, he didn't. Right. And
None of these guys have.
but it's different in the system that Brady has been in his entire career with the same coach
The system that Joe Montana was in was a revolutionary system too.
that he didn't get to until he was late.
And
late
the-
in his
the thing I
career.
think
Very
it-
and he
late.
got to it his first year in
And
the
then
league.
Steve Young took that same system and won a Super Bowl too.
Even more to my point,
Even more to the point.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Brady.
Yeah, we're talking about Joe Montana, right? Okay.
Yeah. But Brady, he got in that system his first year.
He took over
Very
for Drew
first
Bledsoe,
year.
who
That's
was
fair.
having a phenomenal year.
Montana didn't get
what did that
discovered
system
until he
do
was
this year?
29.
What did that system do this year?
Come on.
But I'm just arguing
No, you
against
can't.
your argument.
You can't
had-
argue that 20 years later.
I can.
But not
argue
only
what
that,
20 years
Who
later.
who got him into the playoffs that year? That first year, Tom Brady came in. Who got him into the playoffs?
You talking about the Patriots?
Yes,
Bledsoe.
Bledsoe.
Bledsoe got hurt what
him,
week?
Huh? In the playoffs.
No.
Yeah,
Was that against Buffalo?
yeah. He got
Well,
injured
then-
in the playoffs.
Paint me an idiot. So
No, but
I
here's
don't
what I'm
remember.
trying to say. New England, yeah, they look bad this year. This is not a failure to judge them. They lost their quarterback, but they had more players sit out for COVID than any other team.
That's fair.
More players opted out, including most of their great secondary wasn't there. So to me, it's not fair. And they made a mistake on who they picked up at quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think
The
that was a
great,
great
the
call.
great Cam Newton.
That was
train
a great
wreck.
call.
So wait, I want to make sure you're right because I don't remember that being a playoff game against Buffalo.
I'm almost positive.
I remember the wild card game was against the Raiders in the
can
snow,
look.
and
I
that
can
was
look.
Brady.
I'm pretty sure. So we should look it up. I'm pretty sure Bledsoe got him into the playoffs that year, and Brady
How
took
do you
over.
define that?
Or they were already.
Are you saying like
I'm,
they were?
I'm going
in
off
the-
of sheer memory here. I mean, we're going back what 20 years? How many years? Is
Real quick question.
Brady
Joe
been in the
Montana
league?
was in the league for how long?
Well, I don't know. You would know better than me.
Okay, so it was late September.
So the first 4 weeks of the season.
Yeah. 15 years
So
ago.
for the record, I was right.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was later
Drew
in the
Bledsoe
season.
got a lot, yeah. So
Yeah,
basically,
but they were probably already 4-0 in the AFC East, so they already won the
How we
division.
just saying they were probably 4-0? What the fuck are you talking about?
They won the division by October because it's the AFC
You guys
East.
will find any reason to.
It's the Jets, the Bills, and the Dolphins for crying
Rocky,
out
how
loud.
long was
There's
Joe
always a
Montana
reason.
in the league?
So he was in the league for a good amount of time, but he was in a team that was losers. I mean, they were terrible.
So
and
were
it
the
wasn't
Patriots.
until their coach, and I'm blanking on his name,
For who?
What?
for the 49ers.
Seifert.
Bills.
No, not Seifert,
before
no.
him. He
Bill-
was
oh,
Bill
Bill
Walsh.
Walsh.
Bill Walsh.
Yeah, Bill Walsh brought this. I mean, he
The
created the
running
West
gun.
Coast.
Yeah. Oh no, the West
system.
Coast. Yeah, the West Coast.
So Montana was there,
And then
but
Montana
he was
took
on
that
a
out to consider.
terrible team. And then Bill Walsh came in, brought in the system, and then it was just lights out.
So
Sounds
he's
like it was
saying
the system.
He's saying
Right?
but the
I'm saying it
difference.
sounds like it was the system though. Okay.
No, it was a better coach, and they surrounded him with talent. And it was your point that Steve Young went on
To win with
play,
that same
to
system.
play in several more.
So you're
Super
saying, but with that, we were saying that Joe Montana, every Super Bowl he was in, he won, right?
Yeah, but he's talking about the system right now. But okay,
I'm just
whatever.
saying, it's a little. It's Florida, so it's a little warm outside. Did you at least leave the AC on in the car for Tom until we're done the
Hey,
show
man,
for you?
I
Back
don't
out and
really
drive
like
him
Tom.
home.
I don't like Tom, but
Crying out
whatever.
loud.
I just don't like guys. You know, just bashing a guy. 'cause
wish you
think
could
he's
see
better
the-
looking than you.
They wrote on our board, Gabby wrote on our board a
Oh, you
little
did that.
love heart for.
No, that was that was
Brady and
Rocky.
I.
That's Rocky's writing.
Here's the deal. I don't like to look at something and call it what it's not. That's all. I had legitimately had people. Jared King got his feelings hurt because he said I trashed the Bucks. Listen, Brady didn't win that game.
No,
Anybody who
I agree
tells
with
me
you, yeah.
he won that game makes me think they don't know football. Simple as that.
No, he gave away the game.
Yeah. Sure he did. What is he going to say? I was great, even though I threw three.
Should have been 4 interceptions.
Nothing. Just shut your mouth.
What do you mean shut your mouth? What are you talking about? Listen, Brady didn't win that game. He gave it away in the second half.
Yeah.
And on the other flip
He
of the
tried
coin,
to give it away in the first half.
that's true. But that defense, I mean,
Defense was great.
the pack. I mean,
No.
I'm sorry,
The
the
refs.
Packers.
The refs gave it to
I'm
them.
not the refs.
The refs.
Come on, man.
So refs.
how about we end this? Because I feel like this is not
Beating the dead horse.
Yeah. Can we talk about a game that we missed last week? A game that is normally played that wasn't played in COVID. In the COVID.
The WNBA championship.
There you go. Some have called it that, but it's
Wow.
the NFL Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
We'd rather at this point we'd rather watch Powder Puff.
Okay, so let me
Football,
ask
right?
you guys this: rank the Pro Bowls or the All-Star games in order of your favorite to your least favorite.
You go first.
Without any. All right. So I'm not a huge hockey fan. I'm not a huge basketball fan.
Makes
so
sense.
I would,
But you play basketball.
why does it make sense?
You're white. It's a white.
No reason.
I just wanted him to say it. I just say it. So I would say baseball makes sense.
Boxing. Sorry.
Wait, you're a Mets fan, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, whatever. But anyway, so I would say baseball, just because they've kind of made it entertaining in the fact that the winner of the All-Star game has home field advantage, right, in the World Series. So I like the fact that they gave that All-Star game significance.
Yeah.
From there, I would probably say maybe hockey next, even though I'm not a huge hockey fan, but it's entertaining to watch. And they still do hit a little bit. NBA All-Star game is it's ridiculous. Nobody guards anybody. It's like 10 James Hardens on the court. Nobody defends at all.
So it's basically Brooklyn. Sorry.
and then
Ouch. Ouch. Only that's pretty new.
and then the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl will come in last for me.
All right.
Wow.
How about you?
Oh man, I don't watch too many sports, but I know I like the challenge, what is it? The skills challenge? So, and I know
what,
that's not
football, you
football.
said?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's. I mean, that's it because
Do they even do that anymore?
they do.
Yeah? 'Cause that was my
they do it
favorite
here.
part of
They
it.
do it here, but I know that's not the Pro Bowl, but it's in the week of, and
That's part of it.
I'd probably say that's it. That's the most entertainment. The actual game is just.
I'm with you. I think that was my favorite part of Pro
And
Bowl
I think,
weekend.
and I want to say, I think that's getting watered down now. Like you're getting the same guys with the skills challenge. Like it's the top receivers doing the same
Well,
skills.
that's what
You
it's
got the-
supposed to be.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking
You
about.
don't want the
Like,
bottom receivers.
You would
doing
want
it.
some guys in there that kind of skilled. That you don't want to just the top names, the Jujus, the Odell Beckham Juniors. I mean, there's other good receivers out there that don't have a household name.
I think they
Wait,
just
did
use
you
the
just
guys
put
that are.
Juju in the top?
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, he does.
He made
no,
one
he
Pro
was,
Bowl, though.
but he was in there. He was
He
in
made
there.
one,
The
yeah.
one, that one I went to, he was there and he was doing it. So
I think they just use the
Point
guys
of-
that are in
point
the
of
game.
reference.
But
yeah, for sure.
so I'd say my favorite is the NHL. I think they put on a good show and the guys play.
And I love the skills challenge too. For the
Skills
NHL.
challenge is a lot of fun.
That
is fun.
seems like it would be fun. I've never
The
seen it.
slap
though.
shot, the
Because
relay,
but it's
fun.
actual skill.
Yeah,
Right.
what I'll say, it's fair what you guys are saying, but the last couple years especially last year with the NFL and the NBA, I think I said it in the text chat, the thread we have, that they started offering bigger cash prizes for the winners.
Yeah.
And I think we had last year the fourth quarter not last year because they didn't do one, but the year before that, it was actually pretty good. They played defense. It was a good game, like going into the fourth quarter.
Is it because they're playing for money?
They offered a bigger cash
In
prize.
the
So I
NBA?
don't even think that should
And
be
the
right.
NBA
Like,
What was the final score though?
But
Like
they do that. They
210
do that
to
in every
209.
all the games have a cash prize for the winners.
Yeah, I get
You
it.
get a cash prize for the loser, and you get a cash prize for the winner. They just up how much they were getting, and the NFL too
Dude,
last.
that's like pennies though compared to what their
But they
contracts
played.
are.
They
Yeah.
played a
so
little
like
harder.
they could care less.
So I think no, I'm telling you, go back and watch the highlights from that. It was like a big story. The that they were playing
But
in the
what I'm
fourth
saying
quarter. They were
is that
playing defense.
there's no way that the cash prize is that great. That'd be like
Yeah, it was
saying,
like $100,000.
Mark, that's nothing.
That is
These
not
guys.
nothing.
Who's not going to take it though? Who's not going to play
Hey,
for
if
100
you're-
grand?
If you're
Like,
playing the
taking
game,
100
you know?
if you're playing the game, you're in Disney World with your family.
Yeah.
All those guys that
I'll
are there.
slap shop for 100
You
grand.
win the game, $100,000 that covers your whole weekend,
Yeah,
everything
come
with
on
your
now.
family. I mean,
First of all, where
I'm
are you
telling
going
it,
to
hap-
Disney World?
it
for
happened on the
100
court.
grand?
So I signed like an
we in
8-year,
Shanghai,
$400
Tokyo?
million
No,
deal, and I'm
no.
worried about $100,000.
Well, money's relative. When you make $50,000 a year, you spend most of it on how you live. If you make $2 million, you're going to spend more, obviously. So it's relative to how much money you make, your lifestyle.
But what I'm saying, it'd be like you saying, "Hey, Mark, if you have a great show and a lot of viewers, say, hey, I like that guy. I'll give you a Happy Meal." I ain't gonna do it for the
Okay,
Happy
so
Meal.
you make pretty good money, right? If I asked you to drive me to the gas station, give you $100, you probably do it.
I don't make that good of money. I'm definitely
just saying,
taking your $100.
50. I'm just saying you do.
You might even
It's-
get
it's
lucky on
money
the
in
way
your
to the
pocket.
gas station.
Rocky,
I'm
what do
saying.
you? Rocky, what do you?
Okay, so you're NHL.
NHL, and then I'd probably say right now I'll probably go MLB because I love the home run derby.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Then NBA and the Pro Bowl. But I was just pointing it out because the last couple of years they've gotten better. You guys aren't paying attention, but that's not my fault. So maybe just look into it a little bit.
Okay, so I would go. I actually like the NBA for what it is. They don't even pretend to play defense.
And the
They
skills
just-
competition is pretty good.
Yeah,
in the NBA
yeah.
too.
Well, and I like how they
I
mix
will
in
agree.
the
The
rookies.
skills competition is fun.
I like how they play the rookies up, the risers and all that.
Yeah.
So I would say NBA, MLB mostly because I like the idea that
It has
the winner.
significance.
Yeah. And then I'd go WHL, and then I'd go the Pro Bowl. So there's an issue with the Pro Bowl.
Huge issue.
So what do we do to make it better? If we're Roger,
it's more money. I think it's the only thing.
It's not even. I just don't feel like they're playing.
No,
I don't think they're playing on the
There's gotta
field.
be,
There's
gotta
no.
be some
There's
sort
nothing
of
else they could get hurt.
Okay.
There's
how
got to be
about
some
this?
sort of
Yeah, but
stakes
I
involved.
get that, but it's
Money.
football. I'm not saying
It's
go
played
hard.
at the end of the year. So what are you going to do?
So you obviously couldn't change the destination that year of the Super Bowl. But what if it has significance the year after?
I'll never do
Which
that.
would then roll money into teams trying to go out there in free agency and potentially getting better players in their squad.
Never
'Cause they're
do
like,
it.
Because they're like, oh, guess what? The Super Bowl is in Chicago this year.
Never going to do that
Why not?
Well, but I
because
mean,
the weather.
we're just whiteboarding it.
They did
We're
it
not
one
saying-
year. I'm just saying they. Well, I'm saying
did it in
like-
New York, and it was a
Yeah, and it was
fiasco.
terrible. Yeah, they're not. That was the first time they ever.
Who
did
doesn't
It.
want to watch a Super Bowl in the snow, though?
Nobody does.
I would tune in. I would love that. Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
you want to watch it. They're talking about the city.
But the-
the whole 2 weeks leading up to it, they have events. They have outdoor events.
You have to play in these elements
There's-
every week
There's
of
a
the
reason.
season.
I don't know if you're arguing whether it's right or wrong, or whether you're arguing it's going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
Okay,
So,
so
I
how
mean,
about this?
It's not a good
See,
solution.
I knew it. He's in cahoots with Tom Brady, Roger Goodell, and the refs. I know they're all in his car.
I'm sorry. I'm in cahoots with this, common sense.
So what do
Okay,
we?
How about
So-
this? How about
I don't know how you
right?
argue against that.
How about we have the Pro Bowl, but instead of coaches, we have ex NFL superstars who
Coaching.
coach.
They tried
They
that,
did
didn't
that.
they?
They
Yeah,
do.
they
I
did
feel like
that.
well,
Yeah.
they don't, but they,
They
do.
did it-
No,
they
it was,
don't.
flag
They picked the
football
teams.
games.
Correct. They do, but they don't. So what you're saying
I'm
is
saying
kind of
they
no.
strap it up
Right.
and they're playing.
They
like
should do
They
that
should have to
more.
coach.
They're
They
not
should do
going to
more.
play.
No,
They're
they're
not
not
going to
play,
play. They're
but
going to
coach.
coach.
No, I'm
So
saying,
coach.
but that what would that change?
They're going to call the plays. They're going to
Yeah.
call different plays.
I think-
players, ex-players.
Well, here's the thing.
Who
They should-
aren't worried about their reputation.
So when the Pro Bowl was always in Hawaii, they tried that with the day before they would play a flag football game.
Right.
Remember that?
Right.
They
Yeah,
would-
but
they would get the.
Here's the thing: they need to get more
super-
serious with it to begin with. It doesn't seem like I get all the injuries, but it's football.
They're not going to do it.
We
though.
don't
Yeah.
have to get to the point like we're about to win a championship. But the thing is, I've seen them on the field and they are like non-existent sometimes. Let's be
Listen,
honest.
the last game they played was a little more competitive.
like, have
it wasn't
fun.
it wasn't crazy.
No, I agree.
It was a little more competitive.
Yeah, it was close.
If we're talking realistic solutions, the best thing they could do, honestly, what I think that skills competition they have is great.
Let's hear it.
They need to bring back the one they had in the 90s, where they had the NFL, the quarterbacks all doing all of the gauntlet
Yeah.
of competition things. Like play more into that because that's more fun, I think, for people. I watched the replays on
The
ESPN
skills
Classic,
challenge.
the real skill challenge, not the one that they
Yeah,
brought
dress
back.
up.
Oh, no,
Well, no.
they're
You're talking
talking
about
about
the
the
one.
lower down.
where they had the quarterbacks, they would do the longest throw.
You're
Yeah.
talking about the ones where they put on the sumo wrestler. Like that is
How-
not
no,
even.
no,
you
yeah.
know, that's trash.
How about this?
That's super
And
trash.
you gotta. The only way to really get these guys to play is offer more money. That's
Okay,
it.
so here this plays into that
You'd
scenario.
have to offer a ridiculous
And-
amount of money, though.
I'm telling you,
and
they
here's
offered
how-
them more money
here's
last
how you
game, and
do
they
it.
played harder.
Here's how you do it. The NFL's gotten in bed, right, with Las Vegas.
with Tom Brady.
Well, so they've allowed betting. They've encouraged it. They've embraced it. So how about this?
You allow the players to bet?
No. How about you
That would
pay
work.
the players
Pete
a
Rose Hall of Fame.
percent? You basically create a Las Vegas fantasy challenge, and the player gets paid a percent of
The winnings.
everybody who bet for them to have 100 yards.
So
That's
when
not a
I'm-
bad idea.
So it's more money.
Yeah, absolutely.
No,
More
no.
money, but
Dude, no, you went
but
elementary.
not based on a win.
I'm
It's
just
based
saying.
on
Yeah. Well, it is
if,
based on a win.
Well,
Isn't it?
no. So what I want to base it on is
The odds.
Is performance.
performance. So if Batonio, did he allow any pressures?
Who?
So fair,
Yeah.
fair. Jack Conklin, any of the amazing Brown line. But anyways, the receivers would be, did they catch 100 yards? Running backs.
Those
yeah.
are prop bets.
Yeah. I mean, just
Yeah.
create a bunch of prop bets, and they get paid a little bit for yards per attempt if they're running backs.
So that they would try more.
Yeah,
Try.
but then
That's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea, but it falls apart because they're not going to have prop bets on all the linemen on each side of the ball.
Why not?
Why would they? They
Why
don't do it
wouldn't
now.
they?
They don't
Vegas
do it now.
would do
Dude,
it because
there
there's money.
is-
I know the
Money.
prop
Right,
bets.
right,
They
right,
don't
right,
do
right.
prop bets for individual linemen.
No, but they
It
would
don't
if there
matter.
was money.
They
You
could
could make that.
create
You
it.
create that. Yeah.
I'm saying,
Dude,
why would they do
money.
that?
more
Because
money.
people that bet on sports will
That
bet
makes
on
sense.
anything.
They're not. Yeah, they will.
Anything.
But then you got to understand. Right now, with prop bets, you go to like the Super Bowl. It says going to have 200 prop bets on the Super Bowl.
Wait,
Yeah,
let me
yeah,
just,
yeah,
So,
yeah.
wait,
so the bettor's not going to get to the 250th prop bet, and they're not going to bet enough money on
Sure
that
they
to
are.
make it. No, they're not.
absolutely. You want to know why? You know why I
Tell me
want to
why.
know this?
Yes.
Because, all right, so that IDP league that I'm in, so we create a little off-season betting group, and there's like 30 or
that
40 of
IDP
us.
league, you guys are like fucking fantasy football nerds.
No, but
No,
it's
even
not
we're-
the general
no,
public.
No, we're just sports nerds and
Yeah, I'm
like,
not saying it's a bad
betting
thing. I'm
nerds.
just saying it's different than the general public.
All right, so check it out. No, it's not, because there is a huge
People
conglomerate
like to
of
bet.
people that like,
People
to, bet.
like to bet.
So we have an off-season.
Sky's blue, water's wet.
We have an off-season league that we bet on. I think it's 75 different events. For instance, last week we had a draft to select who would win the Royal Rumble last weekend,
I watched it.
because people are just going to bet on something
normal.
to watch somebody.
That's
so
normal.
when we're watching
Exactly.
Super Bowl,
Yeah,
You think
I'm mad
so?
that
Someone's
Edge won
going to
the
bet
Royal
on an
Rumble.
offensive lineman.
No,
Yeah, they are.
so
I
when
don't
we're,
agree with you.
when we're
All right,
watching
so
the
then
Super
this.
Bowl,
So then skew it. All right, if you don't think anyone's going to, if you don't think anyone's going to bet on offensive linemen, then say offensive linemen are 20 times odds. Now people are going to bet.
That's a different bet. Yeah, I'm just saying individual.
Dude, it's not out there yet, so we're kicking around the idea
That's
to make
right.
it
We're-
And
more.
I'm
kicking
just
the
saying what
tires.
I think will work and what won't work. Are we just supposed to?
So
I mean,
during-
we can do a bunch,
So
say a
am
bunch
I.
of ideas.
so during the
I just don't
Super
think it'll work.
Bowl,
You're like the friggin' Roger Goodell of the show.
so during the Super Bowl, my friend group we're making small bets the entire game, and it's changing based on the game.
Yeah.
So if somebody's having a bad game, I can throw out there, I'll bet who wants action, $10 that Conklin won't allow another sack this game if he's allowed two
That's
already.
it, yeah. Okay.
So we're keeping track of 1 million bets. At the end of the game, each one of us has won some, lose some. It's been fun. We've enjoyed it. I think if they played it like that, and if they change the bets during the game as the game progresses, they're making a ton of money. The players have incentive.
And everyone has
Which is-
skin in the game. That's the kicker.
So
Everyone having skin in
DraftKings
the
does that
game.
now too. So DraftKings
Yes.
does like third quarter,
Yep.
fourth quarter bets, and second half, like they do in-game scenarios.
I mean, if somebody, and this is what I would do, I would let the announcer say, Conklin, they just made a bet on you. If you don't allow another...
That'd be fun. I'm not saying
Yeah,
it's not
that'd be
fun. I
That'd be
just-
great. That'd be great.
So let me tell you why this does work using common sense.
I
You
don't
ready
know
for
if-
this?
No.
Yeah, I don't think you are. So last year,
that makes sense.
fantasy football alone generated 1.2 billion with a B dollars,
And that's just illegal betting.
and that's just legal betting.
Yeah.
And netted everybody, including us, if we get more viewers. So please tell all your friends about us. $400 million in profit for everybody involved in promoting fantasy football.
Okay.
1.2 billion in entry
It
fees.
doesn't address what I'm saying though. What I'm saying is that Joe Batonio versus Devontae Adams in the Pro Bowl. Devontae Adams,
He's
the
gonna get
amount of
more
bets
bets.
he's going to get
Yeah.
It's gonna be
going to be far outweigh
Yeah.
Which is
Right.
why
whatever bets Joel Batonio gets.
Which is why
so
you
there's a
skew it.
different incentive.
Right.
No, what you do is you make a flat rate that everybody, if your team wins, you get a flat rate. Make it $250,000. What do you mean no?
Because I like.
Because nobody cares about 250 grand.
Joe Batonio, how much do you think he's making off the bets he's getting?
Dude,
how much do you think?
It's the Pro Bowl. It's
that
the
you guys
best
don't
of
even
the
watch.
best.
You guys don't even watch it.
It's the people making
Hey. When's
the last time you watched
$20
the Pro
million
Bowl?
a
When's the
year.
last time you watched a Pro Bowl?
2 years ago.
Bullshit.
What you mean? I mean, funny enough, he says that, but I went.
there.
But
You
I
were there.
actually went. I
but
actually
that's
make
why
it
you
a
watch
thing
it.
to go.
You watch it.
I
Well,
make
it's
it a
because
thing
2
to
years
TV,
ago it
guys.
was here.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we
It's been
live in
around,
Florida.
like, last
They've
4
made
years.
the Pro Bowl here the last couple of years,
Yeah.
and I made it an effort to go almost every year. I've missed 2 of them.
They could give each guy a quarter
Can we
million.
call a timeout? I honestly think Phil needs a hug. Everybody want to give Phil a
He's
hug.
been
Why?
missing.
Because I'm
He's
just
been
not
missing.
agreeing with you.
No,
guys?
this is his first week back from quarantine.
I
There's
just
no way
don't
I'm
agree with
hugging
you.
him.
It was bottled up, guys. You know how he
It's
is.
not bottled up. I'm not going to agree
right.
with you if you're
Hey,
talking
guys.
a bunch of nonsense.
So we have a pretty big game this
Yeah,
upcoming
we do.
weekend.
Is the Pro
Cue the
Bowl.
music.
Pretty big game.
Can we say the actual title? Are we allowed to say the?
Oh, I don't know.
Like the
We
Super.
get sued? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
But
even know.
the Supra?
Just
Super Bowl.
whoa, yeah, I was about to say. Super Bowls.
Supra.
Do you think any of our 113 subscribers will rat us out to Roger Goodell?
No.
No, I think Phil's more likely to rat us out to Roger.
I mean,
I'm
we're
only
only-
going to get you out of
I
here.
mean, we say that, but we're only talking about NFL teams every week, so I think we're in the
I think
clear.
we're okay.
We're good. We're good. Hey, we got the Super Bowl, as everyone knows, this weekend,
And I'm
we're
taking down the our bets here.
Oh man, well I know you already got all of ours in the thread, but you already know I might be switching mines up because
You got your pick already? I'm still
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
debating. I don't know who.
I
Yeah,
feel like we got to discuss it a little bit.
I'm in. I know what I'm.
Yeah.
Hey guys, let us know in the
See, I'm
comments
having
below.
trouble picking between who I
who
think's
you got
going to
for
win
the
and who
Super
I
Bowl.
want to win.
Yeah, that's what I did with the Buffalo game.
Me
The-
too.
The Buffalo KC game, I did the same thing.
We did have a pick by Sean, which
Okay.
is come
Yeah,
back in the fray.
Yeah, but he still didn't beat Gabby.
Uh-oh.
So I mean,
I think this is
yikes.
I think this is the Gabby challenge here. I'm just so glad that Sean's internet finally came caught up with this.
He got a new toaster.
Well,
I think-
he picked the Bucks to cover, so the Bucks are getting 3.
I think Sean's up to 2G. He's
Yeah,
on the
What
2G
what is the
network.
spread? The Bucks are
3.
+3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had. Well, first of all, what do you guys think of this game?
Oh man, it's about to be a crazy game. Like you guys said, the passing of the torch, the old versus the new, young legs versus old legs,
Yeah.
and defending champion versus former
Yeah.
defending champion. So it's going to be a really good game.
Has
Roger-
Arians ever coached in a Super Bowl, or is
No.
this his first?
He's coached in the NFC Championship
Right.
game.
Yeah, but this is his
His
first.
first Super Bowl.
Okay.
Speaking of
Well,
NFC
as a head coach.
championships,
As a head coach.
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
seen when Gronk was in the locker room and he starts yelling out the AFC, their AFC champion.
Yeah.
The guy looks at him. He's like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I've never been here before."
That's why.
Hey, come on! I mean,
why he hates him, right
you got six times you go there,
Hey,
you win
Gronk.
it.
Let me tell you what about Gronk. Say what you will about the guy, but he had only one catch, but it was impactful.
It
was,
was. He
yeah.
is. He is.
Impactful.
He's like that.
Well, that was like Scotty Miller too. Scotty Miller wasn't targeted often, but it was impactful, and it was after that blatant drop of an interception.
Gronk
Did you
was.
hear what Scotty Miller did this week?
What do you do?
Oh no!
He got on one of the talk shows and basically said, "I will beat Tyreek Hill in a 40-yard dash."
Oh, he really said.
And he
that.
goes, "I respect him. He's fast. I'm betting on me every
No,
time."
absolutely not.
And then
No.
Mahomes was like,
Why?
Yeah.
Not happening. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Is this another one of those?
I want to do that.
Do you
This is
want to
another one of
be
those-
unchallenged? I
Let
just
me-
want
No,
to
no,
know
no.
why.
Let me
I just
play.
want to know
I
if
wanna
this is
play.
another one of those
No, no, no,
white
no,
guy
I wanna-
traps.
No, I want to play.
Well, it
I wanna
sounds
play.
like it.
It sounds like a white guy trap.
when
Well,
you
you're
do
just
this.
dismissing it out of nowhere
because
Maybe
Tyreek Hill
'cause
is
he's white.
freakishly fast.
So you think this guy just is not fast?
Have
He
you
is
heard
very
any?
fast.
Have you heard any scuttle about Scotty Miller being the fastest dude in the NFL?
No. I have not.
That doesn't mean
Absolutely
anything.
not.
So let me tell
you're
you,
right.
He's like fourth on the depth chart for the wide receivers. So
Because
why would you hear about
You're
it?
right, and they hide that in the NFL, right?
Well, John Ross ran a faster 40 than Tariq Hill. You don't hear about that.
yeah.
Yeah, because
So
'Cause
Tyreek Hill,
nobody cares.
he has hands like a cornerback.
All right, I'm just. All right. I mean, you're dismissing it because he's white. But let's not talk about it.
I think Tyreek is fourth fastest by the 40-yard combine. They do. But Miller
and there's a difference between game speed and 40 speed.
I know that. Consistent. It's a consistency.
I mean, but you
about
just
that.
You did,
dismissed it.
You saw the YouTube video, right, where Tyreek gave Terrell Owens a 10-yard head start.
It wasn't just him. It was his nephew. It
was 10.
And who else was there? Chad Ochocinco was there too. Am I correct?
I think Scotty.
He barely beat him.
I think Scotty ran a 4.35.
He had a 15 or
the guy's
30-foot head start.
47 years old.
I don't care. He's still built
Time out.
crazy.
We don't want to get off track, and I like to side with you, but 40. That dude can still
exactly.
burn,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
For a 47.
Yeah. So don't say that. Like who's keeping up?
I'm saying that he barely beat Terrell Owens.
Okay, fair. Yeah. Maybe I was thinking about that wrong.
Listen,
You're
I
right.
love the fact that Scotty, he's betting on himself, right?
Well, I want to see it.
And
It'll probably happen. It's probably going to happen. It's going to happen for
Kind
sure.
of like remember when Chris Johnson? They had Chris Johnson race a. He raced a cheetah, right?
A cheetah.
Oh yeah,
I think it was a cheetah.
Was it?
Side by side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was a cheetah.
Yeah, it was Chad Johnson, Devin Hester, and a cheetah on the National Geographic channel. I think it was.
Man, I love
They did
Chad
Michael
Johnson,
Phelps
man.
and a fake shark. I remember that.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
well, this was an actual cheetah.
Yeah.
So they had them on obviously separated
Different
by like
tracks.
a
Yeah.
brick wall or whatever.
It'd been more fun if they weren't.
Okay, so
You'd have seen just how fast Chris Johnson
Where
could be.
were we?
it would have been exciting if the cheetah diverted and just ate him. But tell me, what do you guys see as pros or cons about the Bucks and the Chiefs? Like when you're thinking about when you're processing the game, what is a positive or negative for you guys?
I'm gonna just start here. You can't really count Tom Brady out. There's times where he has come he's been beaten 3 quarters, and then somehow he just makes his way back. Unless he's playing against the Giants.
That's a great point.
Somehow he seems to come back, and you can count him out. Look at what was it 4 or 5 years ago against Atlanta.
Yeah.
We all thought that was a wash. We
Yeah.
could have all put money on that. 3 quarters in, that was a wash. And that's not his first time doing it. He's done it in regular season games. So I think that's just one thing we can really
Brady,
hang
your
that up there.
quarterback, you always feel like you got a shot.
Yeah, he does. And as far as the Chiefs are concerned, they always got something in their back pocket. They can always make something happen when you least expect it, just because of the play calling of Andy Reid. And I'm excited for this game. I think it's going to be a really good Super Bowl.
I am excited for this game too. I'm looking forward to watching this.
You think it's close, or do you think it's going to be?
Oh man, it's up in the air.
I think it's either. I mean,
I think it's gonna stay close until
It's not.
Brady's gonna make mistakes.
Well,
they're gonna pressure him.
So
and
most
he's gonna make
Super Bowls,
mistakes.
they're not.
That's all you need to do.
It's not a
That's
nail
all
biter.
you need to do.
I think it
you
goes
kind of one hand the nail biters. I remember watching the Giants Buffalo. That game was
crazy.
nail biter back.
yeah.
And
They were
forth.
fantastic. Every game that Buffalo lost in the Super Bowl was a fantastic game.
I think it's hard for me to call because it's either going to be really close or it'll be a Chiefs blowout.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Right?
where you're
So,
going. That's where you're going.
If it's a blowout, I think it's a
Chiefs
Chiefs.
on the
Chiefs.
Chiefs
Yeah, yeah.
side. The biggest key to the game for me is, can Tampa Bay run the ball? Can they commit to running the ball?
Yeah.
Because they need to possess the ball.
yeah.
And obviously, when they get on defense, they need to pressure Mahomes. But not, to me, the biggest thing is to possess the ball, not let Casey get in a rhythm. Casey's going to score. If you give them the ball a lot, they're going to get it. They just, you could force 3 and outs. You could force, get a first down, make them punt.
All it
If
takes
they're
is
not,
one.
if they're not in a rhythm, once they start getting going, you've seen it every time they've come back in the playoffs. The team will have them on their heels early, and then
They adjust.
as the game goes on, they start getting rolling. Then they could reel off like 3-4 scoring drives in a row.
Yeah.
So that's what's dangerous. If they can run the ball, keep the ball away from, you can't put everything on Tom's shoulder. If you do that, I think
So are
it looks
you-
like you said, he's going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Are you saying that to balance out? You can't give Tom the ball every time to throw and throw. He'll make the mistake.
Has
So you're
Arians
saying,
ever
Hey,
done that though? Has
It is a
Arians
night
ever?
game.
No.
It is a night game.
oh wow,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean-
and I don't think Arians has ever evened out the play calling either. I
think he has to in this
is that
game, though.
is that what you're saying, Phil?
They're gonna have
Okay,
to.
As far as not throwing, you're wanting the running game to balance out to give them the opportunity in the passing.
Not necessarily. It's not so much about giving them balance. It's much more about keeping Casey out of a rhythm. If you could, even if you drive the ball for 11 plays and you get a field goal and you flip field position, you're not allowing them to get into a rhythm. To me, KC, when they've had trouble, is against defenses that keep them off balance and don't let them possess the ball a lot. Which is obvious.
Yeah.
It's obvious, but it's the main point is
But
that
it's
they don't get
apparent.
into a rhythm because
Yeah.
they do a lot of short passing, and then they break
Bomb
big,
it. Yeah.
and then they
Yep,
bomb
yep,
it
yep.
to Tyreek Hill. If you could keep them out of a rhythm, then it bodes well because they're going to get into a rhythm eventually. But you want to shorten that to like
It's too late in the game.
halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah. It's too
You
late
can't-
for
the
them.
first half, you let them get rolling in midway of the second quarter. Even if you have a 10-point lead, you've seen it in the championship
times,
game.
yeah.
They're gonna come back.
KC is like any other team in the fact that when they do start to roll,
Yeah.
they got this swagger about them.
But
I don't know what
their rollers are the best rollers.
They are.
Yeah, but like
They are.
Mahomes,
Kelsey.
you can even see like Mahomes walks off. You know the shoulders are swaying.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you just know you're
It's
like
like the
oh,
Warriors. It's
yeah,
like
here
the
it is.
Warriors
Like,
when Steph and KD were there and they would just get into the zone.
Let me ask you
and
a
you
question.
couldn't beat them.
How has Tampa, when they won this playoff, how have they won? Why have they
Defense.
won? Defense.
yeah.
JPP and
JPP's come on.
JPP came on, and what's the other guy? I forget the other.
Devin White.
Devin White. There you go. They've been.
Jesus.
I get him mixed up with the guy from.
But is it
Kevin
enough?
Rush.
But is it enough though?
So
I don't play
TJ Watt?
IDP. No.
So here's what I think.
No, Devin Bush.
Yeah, Devin
Devin
Bush.
Bush.
I got you.
I think when you like, there are components of Tampa I like a lot. Better receiving core, top to bottom. I
Yes.
think because I think that
Top to bottom,
He's right.
Green Bay
You're right.
forgot.
but by this.
yeah,
not by much.
close.
Mikhail
But-
Harmon is
That's right.
fantastic.
But to me, why did Gronk get open for that? Because Green Bay forgot about him.
Yeah.
Like they hadn't used them all. So like to me, they have depth. I think KC actually has better running backs, top to bottom. To me, I just think they do. I think,
Yeah.
you don't
Name.
see. I like Damian and I like CEH.
Like who?
Just good.
On Tampa, who?
Fournette's a joke.
He had a nice run for.
But that was
I
it.
mean,
But that's it. That's the
that
only
is
thing you're
it,
saying.
But they
though.
didn't really.
You see how that was the
They
only
didn't
thing you
pre-
brought up? though?
I'm saying they didn't really put the emphasis on the running game.
You're
last
right.
week,
You're right.
so-
But I will say that run
But
kind
that
of
kinda
showed
means
Leonard.
something.
that
Showed you what he
showed
could do.
Leonard's
That's
heart,
what I was
man.
saying.
But that
Yeah.
means something.
I
If
mean,
they don't,
that-
if
to
they
me,
don't lean on the
that-
run like that, then that just means something. They
Fournette-
That
don't
was
trust him as
reminiscent
much.
of that Marshawn Lynch
Yeah,
55 yard.
But that's Fournette. Fournette, when he came out, there was a reason he was the number one pick, right? There was the reason that everybody thought he had every single skill necessary to be a top back. His issue has always been heart. Now you hope that I think he's going to have a heart in the playoffs. But to me, if Tampa's defense does what it's done in every playoff game, there's one caveat. We talked about it last game. Like, how could they have won that game? What did Rodgers not do?
What,
That-
who?
Don't you mean Brett Favre? Isn't that
No.
who's the quarterback of Green Bay now?
I know that he retired years ago.
Favre.
Aaron Rodgers is one of my favorite quarterbacks, and I was
I
Well
hate
done,
you.
Rocky.
I was frustrated with him. What did he not do? Twice he had open lanes. Once to get a touchdown, once
Yep.
to get a first down. He didn't do it.
Yeah.
So
This is coming from a Bears fan. That was
oh,
disgusting.
it's disgusting. You have nothing. I don't care if you get hurt. We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
You got the offseason.
Oh, that's the chance to get into the
Playing
dance.
for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's what I think Tampa's defense will be every bit as good. I think Mahomes will make them pay for it. I think they'll come out on fire, and then about second quarter, they're going to have to adjust to rush differently to contain a clearly mobile quarterback. And that's where they can hurt.
So what you're saying is Green Bay lost the game for themselves. It had nothing to do with Tampa's defense
Well, we talked
shutting
about
them
that.
down, right?
No.
No, that's right. So
Tampa's
with saying that-
defense was good,
Yeah.
but a defense cannot stop everything. So a superior offense sees what they give them.
That's what
and
I'm
takes
saying.
it.
That's what I mean. So
And
with
not
that
only-
being said,
Well, to
with
be
that being
fair-
said, that's what's going to happen
To be
with
fair,
them.
that Tampa Bay defense played a great game, and
And-
Rodgers not Rodgers.
Brady.
Brady
Hey, it's better
gifted
than
them.
Favre.
Brady
Three.
gifted them a few balls.
Yes.
I mean, they
Yes.
did nothing with it. I think that's where they lost the game. They lost the game not getting any points out of those turnovers and allowing Scotty Miller to get behind whatever ridiculous defense they called.
Well, it wasn't
Fastest
even that. It wasn't even
fastest
that.
guy
It was
in the
not
NFL.
capital. No, it
Scotty
wasn't that you're
Miller.
leaving
Fastest
out.
guy in the, you know what? I'm on his team. I'm saying Scotty Miller's faster than Tyreek Hill Put it on the roulette
I think
table.
that was somewhat
I'll
of
take
a-
your bet.
I'll tell
Somewhat of
you
a
one
trick
simple
play, though.
reason why he's not.
No,
Why
Phil,
he's not?
you're missing the point that Rodgers
Scotty Miller's confident. I
Rodgers
believe
did
it.
not capitalize on the opportunities that were
Tyreek
given.
Hill's
The
faster.
two,
That's fair, but they shouldn't have been in that position.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. That
And that's also Rodgers'
Yeah.
fault too.
so with that, it's that Tampa didn't capitalize. Well, they did.
No, Tampa did.
So
They're saying
is it
Green Bay didn't?
Did
So-
Green Bay lose the game for themselves, or was
No, but it-
Tampa's defense that much better
So
to
think
shut
about,
them down?
think about it this
to,
way.
to do that.
So for Tampa to gift Green Bay 3 extra possessions that they shouldn't have had with the time that they had.
Correct.
Tampa Bay's defense had to step up and stop them.
yeah.
So Tampa Bay's defense.
Here's the thing: that didn't happen in about 3 plays. The 2 that you're talking about, and the one where he hit
Well, he
Adams in the
did-
back
they
of the
did
field,
stop him.
and
Well,
you had the tight
yeah.
end running across, and he completely.
But
the
here-
troubling thing was Rodgers saw the open lane for the touchdown
And
Right.
didn't
and
take it.
made a decision to not take
Which
it.
means
That's what I'm saying.
something was in
Listen,
his head.
That has nothing to do with Tampa defense. That's
It does.
you
Sure it
lost
does.
the game. You lost the
No,
game.
that's not true.
Dude, if you've been hit by Devin White
Yeah.
10 times in a
Uh,
game,
let me tell
you're
you,
thinking to yourself, maybe it's not worth it.
Fair,
Well,
fair,
here's
fair,
the
fair.
thing.
Guess what?
Listen,
that
listen.
wasn't the case.
No,
we
it
didn't
was
see
the
Devin
case.
White. That man had plenty of time in the pocket. He just, I don't know what he was thinking
Those
about.
2 plays that he's talking about, one of them, he looked like he could score. The other one, he was going to get tackled.
He
might
was.
have got the first.
He was. Yeah.
But it's not the one we were talking about the end zone where it counted.
Any defense.
It wasn't that play.
You just can't account for everybody, especially your quarterback. All right,
Yeah.
your quarterback's going to have a chance to run on most plays unless they leave a spy in,
Right.
All right,
Yes.
or they're
Right.
playing a zone. If they
Right.
were playing man,
It's
which
a-
they probably were playing man down by the goal line, which is he had a lane to run. So it's a give and take.
It's
There's
designed.
no defense that's
it's
going to be able to
designed,
stop
yeah.
everything.
And
Understood. So
Quarterback
I'm
has to
just
make that
using
play.
that. I'm just using
Okay,
that to
so-
say to Kansas City's.
That's right. If that happens,
Correct.
What does Mahomes do with that?
That's it, and that's
Right.
what you were saying.
Yeah.
Kansas City is going to definitely take full advantage of those
That's
type
right.
of things. If they didn't do that against Green Bay, and Green Bay was losing for themselves,
And that's if Brady and the Bucks offense plays a perfect game.
Yeah.
If Brady gifts KC 3 interceptions,
Yeah,
I can't
no,
see
no.
this game being
They will not
anything
win.
but a bloodbath.
And the ultimate variable too with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he's not guaranteed to get into the end zone, right? He could pull a Daniel Jones and trip over the 4-yard line.
whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
You know?
whoa,
Yeah.
whoa! What are we doing?
Go
here?
ahead. That doesn't bother me. You're a Bears fan.
I love it. I
You're a
love
Bears
it.
fan, so it's like my little brother making jokes. Go ahead.
Shut your face.
Okay, so
Glad you're back this week.
Anyway, I have a point to make about the Chiefs.
yeah,
Steve Spagnuolo, Giants
Let me tell you
defense
what.
coordinator.
Yeah.
Let
unreal.
me tell you, this is one of those guys
All
that's
right.
just terrible against. I mean, he's had really bad stops along his career, but with the Giants for a few years and now with Tampa Bay,
He's not that bad.
but he's been up and down. He's had really bad
That's true,
defenses
but he's
too.
not that bad.
I think it's hit him at when he has a really his scheme is he needs corners and he needs he needs talent. If he has the talent, his scheme works really well because he gets pressure with the 4 guys and he mans up everywhere else and has a guy roaming. That's his defense. When he has guys like he did in New York when he had Strahan and OC and guys that could get after the quarterback when you don't have to send the extra guy,
Tuck.
then it works really well. So he's had up and down. When he went to the Rams, it wasn't as good. Anyway, my point is he's played Brady twice. One of those years, Brady's the best offense in NFL history and held them to 14 points. They scored in the first quarter, scored one late. So he has a little
Are you
bit
talking
of
about the Patriots going up against the
I'm
Giants
talking
right
about
now?
Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator
Well,
for the
'cause I-
Chiefs.
What a shameful plug.
No,
Why is
but
that it's not a
though.
plug.
He's-
I'm trying to make a point.
I actually
But
agree
you're
with
making
you
the point
because
I'm really
it's the
not.
Giants.
Spagnola. If you look, he took a defense that we know is flawed in KC
Mm-hmm.
and dialed up one of the best games. The Browns were scoring on average 39 points.
I see.
He held them to 17, and then he came back to Josh Allen and made the kid look lost.
It's true.
He's had 2 really good game plans, and I
He's
think
not bad.
to your
But
point,
I mean, he's got superstars
When he
on
has the
defense, though.
horses-
He's got Frank Clark.
He knows how to use the horses.
Right.
When he
Yeah.
has the horses, he knows how to that scheme. That's what I was saying. When he doesn't have the talent, he's not this guy that's gonna
no, right, yeah,
like
yeah.
out scheme you.
Like, you're not going to do that with Arizona's defense.
No, when he has the guys, he knows how to use his chess pieces. Is what I'm saying.
Okay,
Right,
so
right.
so with all that being said, what do we have for picks?
Who we picking?
Who we
And-
picking?
And I think Gabby, do you want to pick first?
Yes, let's hear it, Gabby.
And Gabby, do you have
Hold on.
a challenge for Sean?
Does Sean pick
She's
already?
She's coming in.
Let's hear it.
Sean chickened out on the last challenge.
Oh, wow.
He's
So I don't
starting to
think
look.
it'll count
He's
this.
starting to look like a baby chick too.
Sorry. Sorry
Did
about
you
that.
not see his pictures he posted on Facebook?
No comment.
Oh man.
So who do we have? Who's going first? Who you going?
Okay, so I just want to say this is a historical moment.
It
in
really
football.
is. Oh,
Never before have we had a Super Bowl team play at their home stadium.
This
Preach.
is true. And Roger
Preach.
Goodell.
Yeah. No.
This is
Solidified
Brady's
this.
first year.
Yes.
This is his first year with the
team.
Bucks.
Yes.
And he's retiring soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
I
after
think
the game.
he's going to do everything that he possibly can to win this game because, I mean, imagine the legacy
He's going to lead it. Yeah.
of winning the only Super Bowl in a home stadium and already his legacy that's going on with Super Bowls, with the Patriots, with everything that's happened.
Gabby.
I mean, I think that's a big thing for him to lose.
Gabby,
We're
it's
all-
almost like he said, "Let me see the list of NFL teams," and closed his eyes and said, "Okay, let me go to
Yeah,
And he opened
but
it.
we're
It was
also
on
talking about the same
Tampa
dude
Bay.
that day one walked into the wrong house.
That was
Like
funny.
that's just, I mean,
Listen.
Roger Goodell is the angel on this dude's
Well, it's fine.
shoulder.
He made it up because now he has home field advantage
It's
for the
okay.
Super Bowl. So
You know what? Say anything you want.
who you got?
We're going to see the results. I'm saying the Bucks are going to win.
All right. And
I
yeah,
like it.
Bucks, and she gets 3 points.
I'm not gonna lie.
So
That
and
was
really,
a really
3 points is. I mean, they're Las Vegas is calling it a pick 'em, right?
essentially.
I know this is
Yeah.
weird to
No.
say, but Gabby,
No, 'cause-
Well, they have to be
but-
because
No,
3
Las
points.
Vegas. Yeah, no, you get 3 points for the home. So
Gabby just made
Right.
me a believer.
Las Vegas is saying that
Like she didn't
the
just pick
Chiefs
the team.
Are
No, you-
6 points better on a neutral field.
She
You
gave
give
reasoning
3
and
points at
valid
home.
reasoning
Yeah, that's what
as
I'm
to
saying.
why they would
The
win.
Bucks are
Gabby,
getting 3 points.
I
Oh,
did
all right.
post in the
Yeah.
thread who I had.
So
You're right.
would
I just
be
want to
6
just
points.
And I'm
I want to
reneging.
dispute everything you say tonight.
I'm taking
That's all
it
right.
back.
I can win most of my arguments.
I love it.
Okay.
Can we get a cross examination, please?
You're just obsessed with me right now.
You two need to go in the corner.
It's on me. He keeps bothering me.
Here's the kicker: they're
I-
neighbors.
Listen, we're neighbors. You can
Y'all
talk
can
to
do
me
this
anytime
later.
you want, buddy.
I am to Phil what Phil is to Tom Brady.
Not really.
So with that,
Okay, Delano, who
Gabby,
you picking?
Gabby made her pick. She made me a believer. The
You're
whole
easily
time.
impressionable.
No, I'm not. Stop it. What do you mean? What you mean? She just did you hear what she
just
said?
convinced you?
Well, you were obviously having a side conversation,
Well,
so
I mean,
you
that's
missed
all.
everything.
No, I heard everything. I was
heard
looking
it.
at right
So
in
you're
her
going
eye. Was I
Bucks.
not?
I went with Casey in the thread,
But you're going Bucks.
and I have a best friend. He's Casey all the way. My wife would want me to go with Tampa. I'm going with Tampa this time. Sorry, guys.
So
I
that's
gotta
your
do
head
it.
or your heart?
It's my head.
Jared is going Bucks, no big surprise, and Sean is going Bucks to cover. Sean didn't say he thought the Bucks would win outright, but he thinks they're going to cover. So I got you two. I don't know if
You know
guys-
your pick, so
you
I'm
go,
still thinking.
you go first.
Or you're just gonna hear me think for a minute. Then
Why? Let's hear it.
Okay.
think we need a bet. I think we need a bet.
Ooh,
Between who?
Okay, so
this is good.
so let's do let's
yeah, we
do
can
a
do it.
shot bet.
Brett.
Well, we don't have nothing there.
No, not right now.
yet.
Because-
Okay.
for next
Yeah, yeah.
week.
But I love Gabby's idea that we should get some ideas from
That's
the
right.
viewers.
Yeah.
As to what should be in the shots, and I mean, let's
Okay, so
keep
yeah,
this
yeah,
semi-regular.
Yeah. We're not going to put cyanide or
Yeah.
sperm. I mean, don't get insane.
Hey, grab it. No, not the shot glass guy. The instrument.
So this is our shot roulette, and we need ideas of what to put in there for the punishment.
Rocky likes spinning the nipple on that thing.
So so basically, it'll be a game of chance. If you pick pickle juice versus Gatorade, there'll be red will be pickle juice, black will be Gatorade, and then
It's roulette.
spin it. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, give us if you guys can TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Send us your suggestions for a bet.
YouTube too. Yeah.
But first of all, don't you have to be picking separate different teams?
Yeah, we don't even know. Well,
Yeah.
it's not just for us. I think it's Casey side,
She's saying everybody.
Tampa Bay side.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be happy to watch Gabby drink this next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do we have suggestions for what we're drinking?
So this is tough, man.
Well, that's for drink. Yeah, that's
Pause.
let's leave it to the
Pause.
viewers.
Did you say who you were going with?
No, I'm still.
Now he's still thinking. We
We're
can hear
thinking
it.
loud. Did you
You
say
know
who
who
you're going with?
Yeah, but I'm gonna wait for Phil.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
Rocky?
He just wants
Okay,
to dead air. I
so
guess.
so
Who you
I'll
got?
go.
Break it
and
down for me.
I respect Tampa Bay. I actually like Tampa Bay. They're my favorite Florida team. Have always been ever since Brad Johnson. Huge Brad Johnson fan.
Yes.
Love the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
No Warren Sapp in there?
No,
Trent Dilfer.
I like Trent Dilfer.
What about
It almost carries enough to counteract my dislike of Tom Brady.
that's deep though.
But when I look at this game, I think Spagnuolo is going to have something
obviously
that's going to put a little bit of pressure on Brady. I think Brady's not going to have 3 interceptions, but I do think, to Gabby's point, he's going to do everything he can to win, including throwing off his back foot while he's getting hit deep to a receiver that he can't get it
to throw
Bingo.
another interception.
So I think there'll be some interceptions.
How many times did he do that in the last game?
Oh, gosh, 4 that I saw. 3
Should have been 4.
Yeah.
3 times.
So I feel like I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
With that being said, can I change my pick?
Nope.
I don't know that. I don't think he's going to throw 3.
because you're drinking pickle juice / sperm next week.
So, but really,
I don't
You're
think he's
valid.
going to throw 3.
You bringing that from home?
I don't think he's going to throw 3. And
Produced
I
on the show.
also, honestly, to be fair to Brady, he had one of the best. Like when he was on. Like he looked amazing.
Yeah.
But I do think that he'll be fooled into at least one mistake. I think Spagnuolo's going to kind of have a good controlled defense. And to me, you rush Mahomes that way, Mahomes is going to make you pay.
Yeah,
He's going to make you pay.
But
I
that's
agree
the
with
thing.
you.
And the only reason so what you're saying about Spags is why I kind of am really iffy on this. With that, we all know Tom Brady's weakness is the pass rush. And we've
Right.
done it to him
Right.
millions, 2 times, took 2 Super Bowls from it. He's bad when he's under pressure.
Yeah.
And a lot of quarterbacks are. And there's some that can
know
make
what?
you pay.
He's not bad. He could still throw 500 yards, but it doesn't against a team like KC.
Yeah.
You got to score.
And
You
if
gotta score.
Spag dials up one of those in a couple of those,
Yeah.
it could really be the end
So
of the game.
I'm picking Chiefs.
And you're right.
Ooh.
Because if I break it down, right, with Tom Brady,
Brady makes miracles.
I don't know. He didn't do it against the
if you
Giants.
rush
so.
Brady, right, if you rush Brady and he makes bad decisions, what does that tell you? He's a product of the system. And why does it tell you that? Because he falls back and he's got a timeline in his head. Receiver 1, receiver 2. He does the complete opposite of what Mitch Trubisky does, and that is he goes through his progression, right? So if he gets to, 1004 and his guys aren't open and there's pressure, he's going to put the ball up.
Anyway.
And he's going to make a bad decision.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And that's the reason why. So it was eluding me, Kansas City. So you got Frank Clark and Chris Jones, right?
Yeah,
Chris
Chris
Jones
Jones.
is the other guy. I mean, these guys are as good as it gets on defense. I think if KC dials it up, gets some pressure on them, Brady's going to make some bad decisions, and then I think it could be a very lopsided game. And I'm definitely picking still after Phil. So let's hear what Phil has to say.
But
Wow.
one more point I wanted to bring up is Arians, listen, he's gotten a lot of teams there, but he has not proven to be a big game coach. And I think Reed is something special in big games. I think having Chad Henne go on 4th down and giving him the ball to run.
You're right. You're
It's-
absolutely right.
I'm telling you right now, if Andy Reid had somebody other than Donovan McNabb in
Yes,
those
he
Philadelphia
would've-
years, I mean, we're not talking about Tom Brady necessarily. We're talking, it's more even split. We're now talking, because you're talking about a team that made 4 NFC championships straight.
Yeah.
And McNabb, the dude's thrown up in the huddle in the Super Bowl, right?
A-
So that just
after
means
partying all night the night before.
yeah, that just means the guy can't handle the nerves, right? So you put Aaron Rodgers in Philadelphia. Holy crap! We're not talking about New England. We're not. We're talking about Philadelphia, a team that I despise, and Aaron Rodgers, another guy I despise. We're talking about that
Because you
being
hate everybody.
Dang, bro.
no. Well, I'm
Put
a
the
who do
pen
you
down,
like?
bro.
I'm a
Yeah,
Bears
who do you-
fan. I'm a Bears fan that grew up in South Jersey.
yeah,
so I
same.
hate,
Who do
I
you
hate
like?
Bro,
Philadelphia.
who do you like?
Chicago, man.
Okay, so you gonna make your point here?
I haven't had a chance.
They're
I'm
waiting on
taking
you.
all the air out of
Go
the
ahead.
room.
Go ahead.
It's tough. I think it's a tough thing to call because it
Yeah.
could go that way.
Yep, two
Be
great
really
teams.
lopsided,
Two
and it
great
could be
teams.
close. What I'm gonna bank on is coming into the game last week. The Packers looked unstoppable. That defense was able to put the brakes on them even with the turnovers. I'll bank on the Bucs keeping it close, and I'll take the 3 points. Probably feeling like the Chiefs will win late.
So 3 points is a push, right?
If they win by a field goal, yeah.
Yeah, we're doing push. All right.
Yeah.
I want to say something though. Oh, you do have to.
Well,
go.
you got
Go
it. You
ahead,
got
go.
the. You
Well,
got it.
mine's easy now. I already gave analysis.
I just
KC.
want to throw this out there. I just want to throw
No.
this out there. And I know, the fans like Kyle Brown, they're going to hate me for this. But I have a strong feeling
About
that
what?
Mike Evans is not going to show up. This
But you
game.
just picked the
I
Bucs.
did. Yeah, but I feel like I need to. And I really, listen, the thread said KC. I really feel in my heart. You asked me, was it my head or my heart?
Yeah.
It's my head
You
with
changing?
Tampa. I'm not changing. I'm not going to change. I'm not
No,
going to change.
I mean,
but
I'll
I just
let
want to
you.
make, I think I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to just go with it. And I had, as you guys are going,
So
I
you
had
want
plenty of opportunity.
KC.
KC
Bucs.
In
and the
my
Bucs.
heart, I'm KC. In
Which-
my head, I'm Tampa. I'm going with Tampa.
But here's
Okay?
the thing, too. If
Okay?
if
I just
KC's
wanna
defense
say-
doesn't show up, then Mike Evans doesn't have to show up
I'm
either.
just
'cause you
saying,
got
Mike
Godwin, you got
Evans.
Antonio
Listen,
Brown.
but guess what? Tom Brady's going to need every
Scotty
piece.
Miller, fastest man alive.
Tom Brady,
Legit.
Tampa's
He's the
going to
Flash.
need every bit of every player, and if you are a playmaker on that team, he's going to need you. So what I'm saying is, when you're time to call upon Mike Evans, like almost every game, there's just a time, and I have a feeling it's going to happen because he's in a game he's never been in before.
I
And
just hope that Brady wears his readers. So, because it's a
'Cause of
night
night
game.
What do you need is the
If he comes out with like Step Brothers night vision goggles.
I really do respect Tom
All
Brady.
right, so you're taking KC, right?
yeah.
KC,
We don't know Antone, but I'm sure Antone will get us.
Do we
his picks.
want a secondary bet?
I think we're doing that with everything.
No, I said secondary,
Well, what's
dude.
the secondary bet?
Times 2.
Okay.
oh gosh,
Okay.
what are we
don't
doing?
care?
Shots?
Oh.
What are we doing?
Whatever you want, big guy.
push-up challenge?
I'm up for it.
Oh yeah, I'll do the push-up challenge
All right,
too.
guys,
Whatever
so-
you want.
so-
Big
hey,
guy,
we
dude.
can double up.
I broke through the plateau, man. I'm down 4 pounds now.
Good for you, man.
Boom. We're not even going to go there. We're going to save that for next time.
Yeah.
But
Big
what
guy.
we can say for right now is, because we're double up on bets.
Slimming
Hey,
down.
listeners, do me a favor. We have this roulette for shots when we place bets throughout
Please.
every show,
Feel like-
anytime
feel
that
like
we
we did
feel
this.
where we feel that there's a real competitive here.
did.
Why don't you guys go ahead and give us some suggestions of what we should put in these glasses to take shots from?
Phil's
And,
going to drink 2 of those.
Here's what we
So-
won't
There you
do. We're not doing anything
I'll enjoy 'em.
outlandish. We're not doing anything that Tom. We're not doing urine. We're not doing. Don't.
Why are you
mention that,
thinking about that?
because we know people are out there thinking.
Oh,
about
yeah, we
that.
know.
Can I just shut it down now?
Okay.
Our subscribers are decent
Our angels.
Hey,
people.
Let me tell you what happened to me at 2:00 last night.
Let me hear it.
2:00 in the morning. I fell asleep on the couch. I'm, just typical old guy. So I get up. It's 2:00. I'm staggering around. Can't really see crap. I walk in something wet. Walk in something wet.
Is he cat pissing
You
on
were,
the
you
floor?
were dribbling.
My cat. I don't know if it was vomit or diarrhea. I don't know what it was.
How'd it smell?
It
You
disgusting.
smelled the sock?
No, listen. It was everywhere. It was like a murder scene.
Uh-huh.
I had to on my hands and knees. On my hands and knees, I'm cleaning this up at 2 a.m.
Oh, gross.
I would have stabbed that thing if it came near me. So I don't want. We're not putting cat
Urine.
fixins. In it.
I think we've already lost all of our PETA followers, but now we definitely did.
No excrements.
that can make somebody physically ill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll take hot sauce. We'll take
And no COVID-19 vaccine.
Mayonnaise.
mayonnaise. Why mayonnaise?
No,
Mayonnaise, you
Again
can't
with the
shoot
mayo.
mayonnaise.
You can't. You
How do you
can
shoot mayonnaise?
Yes, you can.
like a man.
You got to stick your tongue in there to get the mayonnaise out.
She said like a man.
That's a man.
That's a man. A man sticks his tongue in there.
Yeah.
Yep, you're
Kind
right.
of feel like maybe we should wrap this up before it gets too bad.
Hey, leave suggestions in
Every
the comments
time,
below.
the way you just dodge out of those conversations makes me feel like there's a deeper, darker side.
No,
to
no,
you.
no. I just
It seems like he's got to stay corporate. He's
She's
got to
here.
stay.
She's here.
no. I'm saying we've been going for a while. If I bring up because we had another topic.
Nobody's
but
going to judge you.
We're
Rob.
gonna save
Listen,
that.
If we bring that
This
up,
is a
it's going to
safe
be
space.
another
Another 20,
it's gonna be
30.
another argument with these two. These two are ready to go at it.
Y'all have
man.
been killing
I'll
it.
kill him right now.
It's because he won't cut his goddamn grass, man. My yard looks amazing.
Does it?
Cut your goddamn grass.
I'll bring pictures in.
We'll put them on our website.
Easy.
Are we going to
Hey,
talk
well-
about? Are we going to do the football movies? Or
No, I think
we're
we
not
should
doing that?
We're
save
gonna
it for
save that
another
for
time.
next.
Ah, man.
When you guys are less less contentious.
Ah, it's good. It's good content.
I think it might be actually good this week.
All right,
You want us to pat each other on the back?
Well, easy,
so
guys. Hey, listen, just make sure we got the shot glasses. Give us as
Yeah, guys,
many
for the third time,
suggestions.
make sure.
So we're gonna do this quickly because
Trying to
we
wrap
are
it up,
running out
boss.
of time.
This
but-
is our inauguration.
Wrap
though.
it up,
This is-
B.
we're christening this joint.
So we're gonna pick our favorite football movie and of all time, and I'm not sure if anybody wants to start.
I will.
Okay. We're doing one.
Yeah.
Just one.
Well, I mean, you can mention others you like, but
It's so easy. It's Wedding Crashers, without a doubt. My favorite football movie.
There it is. I don't know that face wipe. Phil, what do you feel?
What's wrong,
Wow. Phil,
No, again.
Phil, what do you
Nothing. I
think
have
about
nothing
that?
to
I mean, there was a pretty hardcore.
I have nothing to say.
There was
There's a
there was
football scene.
There was a very
pretty
hardcore
football
football scene.
scene. Yeah, so it's a football movie, I guess. Right? I mean,
Yeah, I'm not.
It's not a Christmas movie.
So,
no, exactly. I mean,
if Die Hard is a Christmas
That's what
movie,
he- that's
then
the-
Wedding
the
Crashers.
logic.
That's the obvious joke.
The logic.
It's the obvious joke
So
he's been
you
thinking
knew.
about for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
No, 3 weeks. I've been sitting on this for 3 weeks.
We actually
That,
postponed
well, you
this.
should have sat on something better.
crab
couple
cakes
times.
and football. That's what Maryland does.
Yeah.
all right. So, do you have a real one?
Yeah.
The Waterboy.
Waterboy. Yeah.
Wow. Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
If you didn't and you stuck with that, I was going with the
Favorite,
Waterboy
favorite
right
line
away.
from the Waterboy.
Mama said, Mama said, Mama said.
Mama said alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
I haven't
The
watched that
Waterboy.
movie in a while. I had a former team member who was in that movie. Actually,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's Adam Sandler. That's all it is. It's just he's great.
I'm trying
Sorry,
to think of my
Steve.
favorite line, and it was one where he is tackling somebody, but I'm trying to remember what he said right before, but it was hilarious. But I can't remember it. So
The Waterboy, great one. Go ahead. What you think?
Man.
The one with Will Smith, the concussion.
Oh, Rocky, you
hey,
can say draft day?
I don't remember that one.
That's Jay. That's Jay's favorite, draft day.
I am a big fan of Draft Day.
I like draft day too, but after you watch it the first time, it's like so outlandish. It's kind of
What's the one with Matthew McConaughey where he's the sports bettor?
Marshall. Oh no,
yeah.
I thought you were talking
No,
about
no.
We Are Marshall.
That's
which
Mark.
is a good football movie.
Yeah, that was
that's
good.
not. That's not him.
He's sports better. Which one is that?
He makes the
Iron-
odds. I forget what. I forget that movie.
Gridiron with the Rock. What is it?
Gridiron Gang.
Yeah, you like that one?
It's all right.
I'm trying to think. There's
Any given
there's been a
Sunday.
lot of them,
Any
and I
Given
think
Sunday's
if you
Good one.
if you stretch it out into sports movies in general,
Oh, it gets
man,
crazy.
there's so many.
Yeah, it's
but
crazy. Oh, it's
football
ridiculous.
one, I really just can't get past. Remember the Titans. I love that.
That's up
movie.
there.
I can give you that one.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I've
can give you
never
that
seen that.
Strong.
What?
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I've never watched the movie.
Oh,
one. Hey,
my
they
God.
got a
So
subscription thing. It's called
that's
Disney
what
Plus.
happened. That's what happened to you.
Oh yeah, no, I've
And
seen
you
it on
can just
Disney
get on
Plus.
there for
yeah.
Yeah, you should watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Strong side.
I'm pretty sure
That's
if we
why.
ran a
Yeah,
poll,
yes.
that'd be
That's
pretty close to
top.
being number
Oh, yeah,
one.
for sure.
Billy Ray
So-
Cyrus or Billy Bob Thornton, whatever.
Wow,
what is
Billy
his
Bob
name?
Thornton.
Yeah.
Don't. not
Oh,
Cyrus.
Friday Night Lights.
That's a good one.
Oh, who's oh no, remember Titans is Denzel.
Denzel, yeah.
yeah.
So
Blindside.
they actually filmed part of that. The scene when they're at the summer camp
Yeah.
and they're at Gettysburg.
Yeah.
They filmed that at the college I went to. So there was a kind of a nostalgia a little bit there
A
too.
long road to nowhere.
Favorite football movie?
Hang on.
Major Pain.
They don't even remember that.
It's not even up. Gabby, what do you think? What's your favorite football movie? me.
To Mark's point, I'm gonna have to go with Silver Linings Playbook.
Oh no,
That's kind of a
Wow,
football. That's
no,
more
it
of a
is.
football
It
movie
is
than
very
The Wedding
football
Crashers.
centric.
You would say
themed.
that. That's actually yes. You would say that.
Oh yeah, because it's so much worse than Waterboy.
No, it's just a girls' movie, but it's a football movie. That's a girls'
girls'
movie.
It's not a girl's movie
I
unless
think so.
you're
think so.
insecure in your
It's a
masculinity.
drama.
It's like
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like the Notebook
insecure
for
in
football.
my-
I think so.
Yeah. No, I know so.
So all dramas are girl movies?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Silver Linings Playbook. Listen, the
good movie.
the climax of the movie.
There it is, a chick movie. You said climax. It's a chick movie.
So there it is.
Something tells me a lot of you don't know about climaxes here at this table.
Well said. Well done.
And I'm done.
I have not seen that movie actually.
No, it's a pretty good movie.
Neither have I. I've seen half of it.
It was a good movie.
And then I turned it off and was like, this is a chick flick for football.
All right, so we've got Waterboy, We've got.
Waterboy.
You both said Waterboy?
Remember-
I mean,
the
I was
Titan?
gonna say that's what I was saving
Sorry,
for you.
I
Just
stole
happened
that.
to.
You.
I'd go Invincible.
Okay,
And I'm a Giants fan.
That's a good movie.
Invincible is a great. It's a great. And you know what's great about it is it's true.
True, yeah.
Like I mean, it's
Yeah.
true.
Oh, we're going
Okay,
on
the most-
favorite football movies. Oh, Little Giants. I'm sorry. what was I
Stop
thinking?
him. Turn off his mic.
That could be in your favorite, but it's got to be low.
Hard.
That can be your favorite.
Rocky, what was yours before we wrap this
Invincible
up? We
was
didn't
great.
tell you. We didn't.
No, remember the Titans.
Oh, that is it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, legitimately. I'm a sucker for Denzel Washington. He's
Yeah.
a great actor. I think that whole cast was fantastic. It made
It was
you
really,
feel.
it's a great movie.
Yeah.
It was fictionalized, but it was also based on a true story. I tend to like true stories.
And we are
Hey,
Marshall.
Denzel-
My honorable mention.
Denzel's got a new movie out. Make
Dazed
sure you
and
guys.
Confused.
I'm sorry. I'm not going.
Dazed and Confused is
Dazed
good.
and Confused was a
The
great
Pro.
movie.
You remember the program?
Yeah.
The program was a great
Program
football
was
movie.
a sick movie. That was really
Too much
good.
nudity. In
Make
that.
sure y'all see that new Denzel movie.
Too much nudity.
What-
There was
who are
one
you?
scene of nudity.
you would none?
That's
That's too much.
Oh man,
All right.
there was more
over
nudity.
New Denzel movie coming out. Make sure y'all go see it.
He needs
Denzel, I need some
he
money.
needs the money.
He's doing Rocky's like a walking, talking editor. Like, what's going on with you?
What do you mean?
The football movie. Anytime we talk about anything a little risque, you
No, there's too much. There's too much penis in that. I don't
Yeah.
need to see that, man.
Hey, on that
haven't
note,
seen penis before?
on
I've
that
seen-
note,
Okay.
Just one. I'm
Makes you
good. I'm
uncomfortable?
good with
He's
it.
going to
Speaking
see a
of-
lot more penises.
speaking-
This weight
hey,
loss
guys,
challenge
hey,
goes
guys.
on,
You
and
play football
so
in high
sorry.
school. You're around a bunch of,
I'm so sorry. On that note,
It's a meat
speaking of
show.
penises, it's time to wrap it up, guys. We've been,
See,
hey, guys,
Well played.
I appreciate you guys joining in on this this episode in our first wonderful studio. Make sure you guys follow us.
we got to give this studio a name.
we're gonna come
Yeah.
up. We gotta take time to think about it,
The
or
bunker.
you guys could give us a name for the studio.
Oh, I
No, I
like
don't
that.
and
I
let
don't
us
want
know
their
what
name.
you guys. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, chill. You don't want a lot of things tonight.
I'm gonna throw the bunker out there.
Oh, I like the bunker.
Oh,
The locker room. Well, duh.
There you go.
If you don't like any of those guys, just make sure you hit in the comments below. Let us know your suggestions. Give us the suggestions on the shots. And you can find us on every media platform, Spotify, iTunes, Anchor, anywhere on the platform. YouTube's if you want to see this live.
FarmersOnly.com.
And, Farmers Only. I wouldn't hit that because I'm not too sure where that's going to lead you. But
Love.
excellent. You guys stay tuned. See you guys next week, and we appreciate it.
Peace. Falling short upon us, glory, but let us will roll. Stand. They say I'm crazy, think I'm lunatic. They say my head's up in the clouds only when I'm on my trips. Land. Hope you pick up on what I'm laying. The time is now, no delaying. Convey to you on this cadence. The plan is to give us life, but the sin that got us decay. And we'll live for no God, where our days are no longer.